So with this card right here, you can get up to a $50,000 credit line for your business. And better yet, they only do a soft inquiry, so this does not hurt your credit score. What's up, winners? My name is Naam. If you're new here, welcome. Here we talk all things personal finance and credit. Start now by subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos. Capital on Tap is a fintech company that's based out of London and has been around since 2012. They focus on helping small businesses get a line of credit, and just recently they decided to expand to the US. So in this video, we're gonna cover 3 things: what Capital on Tap has to offer, the application process, and how it compares to other business credit cards. So with further ado, let's talk what Capital on Tap has to offer. Currently, they have a single business Visa credit card that offers regular rewards and founder rewards. So it's actually just the same credit card, but it just have different perks. But anywho, this card is issued by WebBank, which is also a member of the FDIC. WebBank, they issue credit cards for companies such as PayPal, Dell Financial Services, Jasper, Fingerhut, and many more. Now, let's go over the card. If you were to select regular rewards, you would get 1% cash back on everything that you would spend, plus $50 when you spend $5,000 within the first 3 months. That is only a 1% ROI on the welcome offer. Not great, but it's better than nothing. And the 1% cash back, it's pretty normal because most credit cards nowadays, they do offer that at a minimum. So this company reports that your credit limit can range anywhere between $1,000 to $50,000. There's also no foreign transaction fees or ATM charges. So with no ATM charges, that really surprised me. Because a lot of times when you pull cash out of an ATM, this is considered a cash advance, and typically there is a fee involved just whenever you're pulling this cash out. So if you are a business that needs some cash, this may come in handy whenever you do need it. But the caveat with ATM withdrawals is that there's a daily withdrawal limit of 2 transactions, with a maximum limit of $400. So cash advances are pretty handy if you need it, but I would highly recommend avoiding it if possible. Additionally, you can get up to 20 supplementary cards, which you can use for employees if they need access to business funds as well. With each card that you give employees access to, you can monitor their spending and set limits. And with this credit card, there's interest rates ranging anywhere between 9.99% all the way up to 34.99%. But whenever you pay the balance off in full every single month, there will be no interest that's charged. This is pretty normal amongst credit cards. Typically, there is a grace period whenever you charge things to the card during the statement cycle, and as long as you pay it off in full by the due date, no interest will be charged to you. There's also another option that allows you just to pay the minimum amount, which is 10% of the balance. So if you were to have a $1,000 balance on this card, your minimum payment would be $100. Now let's talk about if you were to apply for the founder rewards. At the current making of this video, there is 0 annual fee. Originally, there is an annual fee of $199, so if you do decide to sign up now, that annual fee will be waived indefinitely. I do have an affiliate link down in the description below if you guys are interested. But the key difference with this card is that you get 2% cash back on all of your spending. Plus you get an additional $199 cash back on $15,000 spent within the first 3 months. Almost $200 on $15,000 spent doesn't really get me all that excited, but it comes out to be around 1.3% ROI. But the thing is that most credit cards that give you 2% cash back on everything, they typically don't give you any sort of sign-up bonus. So I tend to look at cards initially plus the long term, because since this card has no annual fee, 2% cash back on all business expenses is actually pretty good. I recommend most people have at least a personal 2% cashback card like the Citi Double Cash card, because most of the time you spend money on other expenses rather than a specific category. But from a business standpoint, depending on the type of business that you do run, this is where it really depends. But in most cases, you really can't go wrong with 2% cashback. With both of the reward plans, you can redeem your cashback anytime that you want. So that's pretty much the main difference between the regular rewards and founder rewards. So it comes down to the cashback and the welcome offer. Now, if you were to get approved for this card, they currently only do report to Experian, so if you are looking to build credit with Dun & Bradstreet, you may have to look elsewhere, but again, this may change in the future. Now, let's move on to the application process. One of the key differences between this business credit card and other ones is that they do not require to do a hard credit check. So let me give you an example. Let's just say that I want to get a business credit card with Chase. When first applying for their cards, they will do a personal credit check. They want to ensure that your personal finances are in good order before they approve you. But the thing is that if you were to apply for a new credit card under the same account, your personal credit score would not be affected. On the other hand, with Capital on Tap, initially they will do a soft inquiry, which will take a look at your business and personal credit profiles, but without hurting it. For instance, if you have Credit Karma, every time you check your credit score on that app, a soft inquiry is done. The good thing with soft inquiries is that it does not have any damaging effects. You can do these all day and nothing will happen. This is probably one of the things that set this company apart from most. Now, let's talk about what information that you do need when you apply. To get things started, your company has to be at least a corporation or an LLC. So at the current moment, they're not accepting any sole proprietors. So whenever you are watching this video, just double check on their website because this may change in the future. The application process is pretty straightforward. All you would have to do is just plug in your own personal information and business information, how many years you've been in the business, your monthly revenue, and similar questions. Unfortunately, new businesses will most likely not get approved because they are looking for businesses that have been running for at least 6 months or more and make at least $30,000 per year. But again, if you are unsure whether or not you get approved, since it's only just a soft inquiry, there's really no downside to applying. Once you have finished your application, you should hear something back within the next 2 business days. And then they will allow you to make an online account. Then after that, you should receive your credit card in the mail within the next 5 to 7 business days. Now let's compare this credit card to other business credit cards in the market. The first one will be another fintech company that goes by the name of Divvy. I've made a video on this particular company before, so if you are interested in the full review, I'll link it up here. So if you were to get approved with this company, they will also give you a credit line, but it works more like a charge card than anything. Because once they send you a credit line, then you would have to pay it off on a weekly basis or a monthly basis or whatever you agreed upon. But similar to credit on tap, whenever you do apply, they will only do a soft inquiry, so your personal credit score will not be affected. So not only they will give you physical cards and employee cards, but they will give you virtual cards as well. Another major difference is that Divvy does have an intuitive budgeting platform. It also connects to QuickBooks, so you can tie all of those transactions together. Unlike Capital on Tap, where it only currently allows corporations and LLCs to apply, Divvy will also allow sole proprietors. But unfortunately, they will not extend you a line of credit. Instead, they will give you a prepaid account, meaning that you can deposit your funds into a Divvy account and you just use it normally as you would a debit card. This way, this will help you build business credit, and this information does get reported to the credit bureaus and Dun & Bradstreet. But if you are an LLC or corporation, then you can get approved for a credit line. The next company that we'll be comparing Capital on Tap to will be Brex. This one is a little bit more different because they're more targeted towards startup companies. To get approved, you need at least $100,000 of a bank balance to qualify. But your credit limits can be 10 to 20 times higher than traditional small business corporate cards. Unlike Capital on Tap, they do not need a personal guarantee. They also do not perform a personal credit check or require security deposit when you apply. They also have a different reward structure. You get 7x on rideshare, 4x on Brex Travel, 3x on restaurants and Apple products, 3x on software subscriptions, and 1x on all other transactions. While Capital on Tap only currently reports to Experian, with Brex, you can build business credit with Dun & Bradstreet as well. The next credit card that we will be talking about will be the American Express Blue Business Cash Card. Even though this is one of the major credit card providers, Capital on Tap has a lot of similarities to the MX Blue Business. First off, if you already have a personal American Express card, whenever you do apply for the business credit card, you will most likely encounter a soft inquiry. Since they already have your own personal credit score on file, they would just use just that. Again, just take this with a grain of salt because most of the people that I talk to, plus applying for business credit cards through American Express personally, we did not encounter a hard inquiry. Now let's go over the perks with the Blue Business Cash. You get 2% cash back on all eligible purchases up to $50,000, and after that, it will just be 1%. They also allow you to get employee cards, and there is 0% introductory APR on purchases for 12 months from the date that your account opens. So when it's all said and done, Capital on Tap is a pretty great credit card. You get 2% cash back on everything without an annual fee, plus they do not do a hard inquiry. It doesn't get better than that. But if your business is newer and does not have any revenue, then it may be challenging to get approved. But on the other hand, if you have been in business for at least a few months and is making some sort of money, I would highly recommend to apply anyways. If you guys are interested, I do have a referral link down in the description below. I'll see you guys in my next videos.